What's going on, y'all? Papa Ted's here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to talk about Hephraak. Yes, I went ahead and leveled him. I'm going to show you basically his artifacts that I have on him, show you his skills, show you the masteries that I chose to use for now. I'm not great at masteries, so don't laugh at mine, okay? I appreciate it if you don't laugh at it. But either way, just want to show it to you guys and see what you think, and show you just how he does with just what I think a mediocre build. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, so let's get into it. Hephraak, demon spawn. As you see, these ratings are just out of control. Lowest rating is a 4.3 just because you would not use him in the Demon Lord, but you will use him in pretty much every other area of the game because he is pretty great. He's pretty great. And I'm going to showcase him in multiple areas. The only place that I'm a little bit afraid of to showcase him in is a Nightmare campaign because I don't have the speed on him, and I also did not choose masteries that give him the extra speed. So this is the masteries that I went with. I kind of wanted to get as much damage as I could, especially on the second hit. So if they have less than 40%, so hopefully that first hit does everything. And then increasing damage when attacking with full HP. Because ideally he'll probably have full HP when he's attacking, but we'll see. Then I just kind of went down this side here on the defensive tree and just kind of left it like that. Probably could have did the blast proof instead of the rejuvenation, but I chose rejuvenation just to give him that in particular. The delayed death, retribution, deterrence, all those things. And of course, definitely going with Helm Smasher. I don't know what I was gonna say in replacement for the Helmet Smasher or something. I don't know. But either way, those are the masteries that I chose. We'll take a look at his skills. He's not fully booked yet. I kind of want to save some books. I barely have any books anyway, but I just wanted to give a chance at it. And I did land everything into the A2, which is amazing. Of course, this will be also great. But here, attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if this attack is critical. To me, it works really, really well in comparison to this. Is A3, which is 50% increased attack, 30% increased crit rate, which means that you can put him at 60% crit rate. 70%, because 70 plus 30 equals 100. Yeah. And he has 3 turns on it, and then he grants an extra turn to himself. The only other thing that I would love for it is if either of these were unremovable, maybe like the crit rate, that would be just, oh, it'd be so good, but maybe it'll be way too broken. But then it goes into the A2. So I got the extra damage along with the skill cooldown. Attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on targets with less than 50% after the first hit. And then he also ignores 15% of the target's defense, which is awesome. Very, very awesome, which means that if you stack it with Savage or any of the other defense ignoring things like Lethal, you also have the, what's the other gear? What's the name of the gear that we got recently? I have Ray who has it on. This set of gear. Instinct. Could not think of the name of it to save my life. Instinct, or of course with Cool that has the 5 pieces, which is basically what I went with here. So I don't really have great Savage gear, but I thought that I would have a little bit better. One thing I wanted to do was make sure to crank out the attack as much as I could. So I did have him at 6.3 attack, but it was only about 233 on the crit damage. So I decided to change him and give him a little bit more crit damage, 200 less attack. I don't know if that's beneficial or not, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, definitely wanted to get him to the 6K and 250 range because I know that's like a decent balance. But we can take a look at the artifacts that I have. Again, they're all cruel. I have this piece here, which would have been lovely if it rolled on crit rate, but I will take a triple crit damage piece there. It has the accuracy crit rate, so decent piece there. This piece is amazing with the double crit rate. It rolled flat attack and the other attack there. Of course, the only thing to me that would make this better if that was crit damage instead of defense, but giving him a little bit of survivability added to what he already has is kind of nice. Because he can definitely get nuked down depending on what area of the game that you're in. And this piece, I would love to have a different piece, but still having crit rate and speed is most important that I want it. So I do have those. It's a 5-star piece, could be better, but I don't really have much better right now. Then we have the HP and accuracy there, so decent. This piece is kind of negligible, but I just wanted the crit damage to be maxed out. Of course, I would like crit damage with speed and crit rate, ideally, and attack percentage. Any of those added on here would be the ideal cruel piece there. I also have an attack cruel chest piece. I have two. This is probably my only one that rolled at least once on crit rate. It is a low roll, but hey, it's something. It rolled on accuracy. I'm okay with it. Has defense percentage. Not too worried about that, but hey, you know, it has a little bit of extra survivability, so nice. And then this piece here, which didn't roll on crit rate at all, but it did roll on attack twice and crit damage, which is still solid. And especially for the build that I did here, it ends up working out okay. All right, so we got a max roll here for 26. I don't have a better or a triple roll ring, unfortunately. And then we got the crit damage piece there with some attack, so that's nice. And then the attack with the double speed kind of help him speed up a little bit. So this is a pretty solid piece that I have here with the double speed. Definitely needed the speed because I wasn't making it up in a lot of pieces. So end up being okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the build here. So let's go to some places. Let's go do Nightmare Campaign first and take a look here. No, we're not summoning any more of my sacreds. I already got Hephraak. I don't need anything else. We're good. All right, let's go to campaign. And I particularly want to see how he works in Nightmare Campaign. Now, again, I don't have the correct mastery set up on him currently. So I'm not really going to focus too much on that, but we'll still see how he does. Let's get some level 1s out here. Let's get these guys here since I've never finished those. So let's go for it. No aura, which is okay. Still would have liked to seen like an attack increase aura on him just to boost his attack a little bit. So let's see what happens here. So he goes first and just absolutely annihilates the wave. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Now I do want to see like how he does here. I don't think that he'll survive this portion here. This is one part that I don't think that he really will survive that well. Oh wow, he did. And even with the increase, wow, okay. Well, there you go. And I like to do 12-6 because it's probably one of the easiest of them all to do. Let's run it through there one more time. Let's see if we have some consistency there. Because I don't see him being able to do it like every single time. Well, once you get him leveled up, it probably is about every single time. Actually, a book might be the ideal thing there, honestly. But as you can see, he absolutely nukes down that first part of those waves. And then it goes into the second wave and just absolutely nukes them down. Yeah, that's basically that skill is on that 2-turn cooldown there. Or Chazar gets that turn. So yeah, if you have him a little bit faster here, then you won't run into that situation. So if he has the proper speed, it looks like that he can be a decent Nightmare Campaign farmer. 22 seconds isn't bad. That's what he finished with too, if he didn't do his A2 in that other round there. So hey, he can definitely do a Nightmare Campaign farming, but I'm thinking that him booked might cause some sync issues, possibly. Maybe. But maybe fully booking won't be as much of a sync issue. As you saw, I mean, that's pretty powerful what he was doing there. He was definitely finishing quicker than I think my Ray. Well, I think my Ray got down to about 15 seconds. That's her best time. So still really, really good. All right, let's take a look at dungeons here. Particularly, I want to showcase him in Dragon. I did a test earlier and I was very much impressed with what I saw from him. So I like to do this. Here, decreases the damage enemies under Hex receive by 10% and decreases the value heals they receive by 30%. So they receive definitely a little bit more damage. So this is kind of like my extra damage thing that I like here. I do have Inithwi in there for the increased attack, her of course for the strengthen, decreased defense and weaken, and her just for the turn meter boost, basically. Arbiter here for the turn meter boost. Let's go for that one more time. We have Inithwi with the increased attack. We have Lydia, who is bringing in the strengthen, and she's bringing in the decreased defense and the weaken. We have Ruel, which as you see, of course I can go with the crit rate aura, but I chose not to. But his Passive is when enemies are under Hex, it decreases the speed of enemies under Hex by 5% and the resistance by 10. And it increases the damage they receive by 10% and 30% of their heals. So I don't really have Bad El Khazar. I don't have, what's the one with the poisons? I don't have that guy. Wait, that is Bad El Khazar. Oh my goodness. And I think what Gertuk does something like that, and some other people. I don't have any of those damage increasing people. I don't have any of those, so I'm deciding to go with Ruel. Let's take a look here. All right, so the plan here is to start out with the turn meter boost there. It doesn't really matter about that portion. We'll go ahead and lay out the decreased defense and weaken along with the strengthen and the speed. And I'll wait one turn on him. Well, actually, let's do a test now. Let's see how hard he hits against him. As you see, everything's lining up. Bam. As you saw, look at that, almost 300,000 on all of them. Almost 300,000 on all of them. And he probably would have just taken all of them out for sure if I did put the increased attack. But let's go ahead and replay. And let's take a look. We'll do the turn meter increase there. I probably should just make Ruel faster so I don't have to sit here and do it like this, but you know, we're not gonna talk about that. We'll go ahead and do that there. Ruel drops his debuff. I'm being hard-headed, of course, with not making Ruel faster. Let's make them a little bit faster. All right, now take a look at Anithui's A1 here. So we're just gonna hit her over there. Anithui hits for, what, 94? Was that 94 or so? So that's really good there. That's a solid A1. But that's a fully booked A1 there. There we go. We see Ruel with his A1, as you see there. So they're definitely hitting pretty hard. Let's go ahead and increase this crit rate and increase this attack. And now let's watch as it goes. Let me turn it down so you all can see it a little bit better. Bam. Look at that. That's almost 400,000. That's almost 400,000, and we don't even have great stats. We don't have great stats. So that just kind of lets you know like how good this guy is. So I'm just gonna kind of play this through. One thing that I think is kind of cool is sometimes you can go through and play something like this through and just see how well that he gets to it. Because to me, I don't know. It's something that's in my mind. If I can bring a team in and they can beat Dragon without problem, probably, of course, the team around them is really good, but that damage dealer is probably pretty solid. It's probably a pretty solid damage dealer. And that's what I think about this. So I'll let you see how hard he hits here on the Dragon, because it is pretty hard. You see that A1 there, which is 70k, 56k, so still a solid A1. Still a very solid A1. And Anithui with his not so great A3 skill there. All right, you saw that mastery pop off there for Ruel. All right, so what in particular I want you guys to notice though is that particular skill, does it work on bosses? Because it would be great, but what if you find out that that skill doesn't work on bosses? Well, it actually does. So you get the boss down to 50%, which we're getting really close here. I'm hoping that we catch that 50% beforehand there. Doesn't look like we caught the 50% just yet. All right, now we're below 50%. So we'll see here. There you go. As you saw that skill proc off twice right there. Really nice. 140, 150 basically. Just really nice damage that he's doing there. So for me, I like him. I'm impressed with what he does in the dungeons here. And that skill is on cooldown. It is on a 4th turn cooldown. So if you saw that his Scorn skill is A2, it didn't proc that time when Ruel died this time because, yeah, it's not gonna proc because it was still on cooldown. But if Ruel was picked up again, it would definitely proc now. So let's say like Ruel gets knocked out here, then it should be, which oh no, so he's gonna do his little bit there. So yeah, he's pretty much done for. So look at the damage that he does there. 2.5 million. I mean, just walks over everybody else. walks over everybody else. Walks over Nithui, walks over Ruel. Not even close. Not even close. That's just crazy. All right, so we've taken a look at him there. I really wanted to show him in Faction Wars, but it's gonna be 2 days before they come up there. But the real place that I think people want to see is Arena, of course. So let's get to Arena and let's see what we can do here. I am looking for tanky teams. This is probably not a tanky team, but we'll go for it anyway. And I'm heavily thinking about bringing in Ruel just because in like a team eventually. Like I don't know. It just feels like that it's gonna work right here. Take a look at this skill, bro. Bam. Absolutely flattened. Upwards of like with both each hit going for 120, 100k all the way upwards to 50k, maybe at max. Like just absolutely nuking down. Let's see what it does here against this team here. So yeah, it's not really like super great teams that I'm going against here. I don't think so. At least I wouldn't classify them as super great teams, but you know, decent enough. You saw there, that Mithrala there. Bam. So as you saw, that Mithrala was just like, nah, bro. Mithrala was like, nah, bro, but it's fine. It's fine. We're coming back around to our turn here. There we go. And bam, bam. Get out of here, Mithrala. Gone, gone, gone. Absolutely gone. And this here, so let's see how this operates, because I'm assuming, I don't know if he's gonna get locked out. So what I'm hoping here that happens is one of them get taken out, and then we'll go from there. Kiji. Ooh wee, yeah, that was a new Kiji. So Hephraak is the one. Hephraak is the one that didn't survive. Hephraak is the one that didn't survive. Chance there. Maybe if I go a little bit different there. Maybe if I go with a little bit of protection instead of her. So we'll put in my Lydia. We'll put in maybe like my Krisk or something like that. And we'll see if that is enough. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard without me putting in, yeah. I mean, my Lyssandra's pretty flimsy overall, so I would think that somebody would be able to take her out pretty easily. So I'm thinking that Lysandra goes down here for sure. Well, I'm going first, so too bad. All right, as we see, just a straight clear. I'll just put him in there. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think he really has any gear on. Let's see. Let's see. I just kind of want to put my decreased defense on him just to be sure. Nah, I mean, it's just like a straight wipe right there. Basically a straight wipe right there. It's looking bad. Okay. Yes, go after him. Oh my goodness. Just because I want his passive. Just because I want his passive. I'm not even gonna lie, like it's just because I want his passive to get a little bit of turn meter fill there. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. See if he gets absolutely nuked down here, which is kind of what I expect. Is regardless, like he's gonna get, he still stayed alive there. Too much protection by Krisk. Man, let's just go with that. There we go. Let's see if this works. I just want you all to see him proc off his passive here. Let's see. There we go. Passive, bam. Oh gosh. It's still pretty. It's still not bad. It's still not bad. Again, mine isn't like crazy setup. But that's still pretty cool to see there. All right, let's try another team here. Let's try another team. I think probably this one will do also. bam, bam. Absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Bye team. Bye team. And yes, he still does have his skills, so that to me is kind of like the cool part about it, is he still has his skill even afterwards. I don't think that Trunda team will. Let's see if this works actually. Let's try the Trunda team again. Let's see if I get nuked out again.
At this moment, he knew he messed up.
Yeah, I got absolutely nuked down. Oh, he got frozen. So yeah, that is definitely one part about it that's kind of bad. Is yeah, if he gets frozen, then that's pretty much a wrap. I'm surprised that Chris did the extend there instead of trying to. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Chris did the extend there over everything else. All right, let's try this team. And they have some really hard-hitting people, man. Really, 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 really hard-hitting people. Go. There goes Candy, and then bam, just absolutely just decides to nuke it down. And then he still has his own turn, which is crazy. So it's kind of like, it's almost like a viable strat that you could do here, is if you have a strong enough go second team, get somebody who can absolutely get laid out. So I was thinking about, you know, if I had somebody like Molly, or if I take the gear off of my other guy, then it'd be okay. Yeah, but if you go against something like that where they're just gonna absolutely remove your buff no matter what, it's kind of sad. I think even if I go against Warlord, it's still not going to proc correctly. We'll see. We will see. Man, it would be nice if I could lock out like everybody else. I'm gonna try this here to see if he picks up. Godseeker can pick him up. Okay, here we go. I should be able to cut in here. Let's do that there. I should basically go. And then, yep, because he took him out, because he took him out in one go. Let's just do that again. Bye, Trunda. Bye, Trunda. All right, it's on cooldown now, so. It's on cooldown now. Then there's Warlord with his fat heal there. Good job. He's like, I'm back. It's not the end yet. Hello, bye-bye. Oh man, it's kind of fun. I won't lie, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, let's try this here again. Just letting it run on auto, because it looks like it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I won't lie to you. There we go. Yeah, that there. Like he's going for the nuke, but this is trend that we're talking about, so yeah, not much I could do there. Team revive. Then Trend is like, bye-bye team. One more chance. Hold on. One more chance. No. Oh man, I'm like, what if I bring a bunch of passive revivers and then we'll see how it is? But that's kind of fun. But I don't know, like again, I'm not great at arena, so I'm not gonna have like the best strats overall for arena. But this is kind of fun. Working kind of like with the multi-reviver thing. It's kind of nice. Bye. Even through Volkov, like it's just bye-bye. How will we do against him though? Now that's gonna be kind of cool to see. How will we go against a defensive person? Will we get the nuke? Ooh, you thought. Oh, that like, oh, because I didn't get the full, I didn't hit him fully for damage right there. Oh, I got it that time. 70k against a defensive built person. Oh my goodness. He just doesn't stop hitting people. He just does not stop hitting people. That's what it is. That's what it feels like, at least. So yeah, that's why I think like probably like the Madame Stress is really, really good there. So looking absolutely good. Looking absolutely good in there. I don't think I'm gonna really test him in Clan Boss. We'll just leave that here. But I think that he will be excellent for Faction Wars, especially if you're working with a Reviver on that team, because he can absolutely smack. So yeah, there you all go. We did a little bit of everything. We did a little campaign. We did a little bit of Dragon 23. Just I like doing the 23 because of the affinity. There is neutral. So we can just see like a neutral. Does he smack? Does he not? And he can clear the wave by himself. It's pretty cool. It's really, really cool to see somebody that's able to do that there. Which means that there's a possibility of doing like some speed teams. I don't know how well he's gonna work on Dragon 25 or Dragon 24. I think it's the one that you would try him on. Don't know how well that he'll work on there, but if he can clear those waves, then that kind of leaves you open as far as different types of teams that you could possibly bring in. Maybe bring in some Royal Guards or some other stuff like that, just to kind of finish things off and stuff like that. So really, really cool. I think like a nice dynamic. Even if you have Seer, she does the first part and then he just nukes them down because he's gonna hit them twice, right? So something really, really cool. I don't know, just a bunch of different team dynamics that just kind of run off in my head. So I think it's cool. Let me know what you all think. Let me know down in the comments. Did you like the way that we showcased them? Is there someplace other else in the game that you want to see him showcased? If so, then maybe we can put something out there on it and we'll go from there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace.